Hey, real estate agent, what is more important to you, ROI or ROH? What's ROH, you ask? Well, it's return on happiness. I think we sacrifice that a lot in this business, but I really believe that's because as a whole, we kind of don't really adequately understand or even measure ROI, which is return on investment. You can't always control volume in sales, but you can control what you spend your time and money on. And the key to gaining that control is knowing what's up. And so where are you spending your time? Where are you spending your money? Hey, y'all, I'm Amanda, the marketing mama for all things real estate, and we are smack dab in the middle of my top 10 tools for real estate doers, which I'm actually sharing for free to showcase some of the great stuff jam-packed right here into my 2025 Smart Agent Planner that is for sale now. But today's free downloadable tool can be linked below is my agent marketing wheel. It is literally the most important job that you have as a real estate agent is marketing. Take it from me, the marketing mama, I know. But marketing is the center of your business, as it's really the wheel, literally, that keeps you moving. So if you're not doing any marketing, then there's no movement in your business. Your marketing lead sources are like the spokes of the wheel, and you should have a fair amount of sources. And you're not always going to be able to master them all at once, of course. But this is important that you really understand where you're spending your time and your money. That way you know which of those spokes you should really lean into and which ones you can eliminate. It's a really, really simple tool, and it provides you with space to notate all of your marketing lead sources and if those sources produce any deals. In the spokes of the wheel, you're going to write in the various lead sources. Now, listen, not everybody knows. You would not be the first that didn't know where a lead came from, but you should start writing it down. You should start differentiating them. And if you don't know what some of the sources can be, then let me give you a few. Referrals from your sphere, referrals from other agents, from your team, open houses, repeat clients, farming, online leads, expired leads, FSBO leads, door knocking, social media, direct mail, but also consider the time that you're spending in your life, right? Like maybe you spent a lot of time volunteering, or you belong to an organization that you do get real estate deals from, like BNI or even your church, okay? Those are all the things that you need to put into your marketing wheel. And if a source that you've spent time or money on isn't producing results, it might be time to pivot. That's what you're measuring with this tool. So in the agent marketing wheel tool, there's a box that says deals. And this is where you're going to list how many closed or active or pending transactions that you have from that particular source. In the blank space, I actually encourage you to also add the total amount of leads or referrals that you've received from that marketing lead source, even if it didn't result in any movement, if you don't have a client from it, right? Because if this is a marketing source that is providing leads and producing leads and it's just not coming to fruition, then that's a data point that you really need to dig into and figure out why nothing's been panning out and maybe what you can do to work on to change that. For instance, if you are someone who gets online leads from your team or your brokerage and you've not yet turned one into an active client, it might be time to really brush up on your sales tactics or analyze your scripts or even just review like what you did with the lead thus far. Like maybe you're calling at 9 a.m. and so far nobody's answering. So, okay, it's time to maybe try a different time of day or a different tactic, right? The point is you won't know anything until you track. And again, you've learned with earlier tools in this series, like what your budget is and, how many calls you need to make and how many appointments that you need to set to reach your desired GCI goal, your desired commission income. And so this tool is pretty cool because it works in conjunction with those to easily help you assess what you're doing. As a commission-only salesperson, we don't have a boss per se, right? You can kind of start to float out there on your lonely island and kind of fade away, right? But you don't have to. You can actually take this and all of these free tools as your life raft to help you sell more real estate and, God willing, have way more fun doing it. And so when you use the marketing wheel, I want you to be as thorough as possible. It's kind of a theme, right? Because again, fully analyze if something doesn't produce an ROI, return on investment, but does produce an ROH, a return on happiness. Well, okay, that's actually something that matters because this is your business, but it's also your life. And what you do today and every day is important because you are exchanging a day of your life for it. And so when tomorrow comes, that day is gone forever. leaving in its place something that you have traded for it. And so since time is our most valuable asset, if something makes you happy, it very well might be a path that you can integrate into your real estate business. Like maybe you sit on the PTA at your kid's school, right? And you've gotten, 3 referrals this year, but none of them have panned out, right? That's not necessarily a bad thing. Actually, that's a really good thing. At least they're thinking of you when they think of real estate. That is a win. And these are the types of things that you need to really recognize in your life as an entrepreneur. And I've said it many times that the vast majority of our wins in real estate are not monetary. So those little wins, they really do need to be celebrated. But here's what's even better. With proper coaching or training or mentorship, you can actually turn those kinds of wins into monetary rewards. Again, if there's something on this marketing wheel that doesn't make you any money, and it also doesn't make you any happiness, so it's certainly time to shake some stuff up, right? So get to shaking, and I will see you tomorrow for tool number 6.